Dividing rational expressions involving multivariate monomials. This topic is very similar to our multiplying rational expressions. The difference is, obviously, we're dividing. And if you remember, we cannot divide fractions. It's like against the rules, against the law. Okay, so what we have to do is with fractions, we have to take that second number, or the second fraction, and we have to flip it. And then we change the division to multiplication. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to rewrite this. 2b 5c squared. And we're changing this to multiplication because we're flipping our second fraction. Okay, so we flipped it. Now, I'm going to kind of show you this two different ways. You can use either way, but obviously the bigger the exponents, the harder it will be to simplify it. However, it can be done. So one way that we could do it is we can cross simplify all the numbers. And I say that, well, 4 can divide into 2 times. Okay. And 3 can divide into 9 3 times. Okay. Now, here, let me change color so we can kind of see it better. This C here cancels this C. And this B reduces this down to a 4. Okay, so the only thing we have left here is we've got 2 on top. And on bottom, we're going to write our whole number first. So here's our whole number. So 3 b to the 4th c squared. And this is our answer. Okay, so that's one way to look at it. Another way is we can actually, you still have to flip it, of course. So here, let me kind of rewrite this as if we had just flipped it. And of course, you can choose whichever method best helps you. So one thing you could do is you could multiply straight across. Okay, so we've got 3 times 4 is 12, CB. And then 2 times 9 is 18, b to the 5th, c. Okay, so of course the c's cancel, and this reduces this down to 4, so that part still hasn't changed. Oh, you know what? I didn't see how easy it was to forget that extra c. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, let me go here. We actually have 3 C's. We've got this one, and we've got our invisible one here. So be very careful. See how I almost forgot that? Got to be very careful. So this actually reduces this down to 2. There we go. That's much better. So now we've got 12 and 18. Well, this needs to be reduced, and both of them are divisible by 6. So if we divide it by 6, I'm going to I know it's kind of backwards, but we divide them both by 6, so that means we get 2 on top, and everything else had canceled. So 18 divided by 6 is 3, and then we got b to the 4th c squared. So either method will work, whether you want to multiply it straight across. Just be very careful, obviously, because I made the mistake of forgetting to add these two together. So, because I prefer this method over here. Just because I know I would forget something. And obviously I did. But just make sure that you're very careful as you're adding those letters straight across. And then, you multiply and then reduce. But you'd have to make sure you reduce it down as far as you possibly can. Okay? I feel like this one you would be able to see if you could keep reducing it a lot easier. But Again, either method works, and the choice is yours. Just be very careful that you're paying attention to all the details and you're not forgetting anything.